upset. He was driving a huge Humvee vehicle inside a city. They were on a mission at 3 in the morning, and an IED blew the Humvee, and he was killed instantaneously, along with 7 Special Force Iraqis. And so there has to be a reason for that. And with his death, there were so many Navy SEALs that were upset by that they decided and were given special instructions to go in and clean out a rat's nest inside a city. The Al-Qaeda had literally taken it over, and they were told, just get in there and clean it up. So several Navy SEALs went in, and fortunately they took snipers with them, because the terrorists, unfortunately, what they do is they hide behind women and children. But the SEALs had brought snipers, so they were able to aim above the heads of the women and children and take out the Al-Qaeda. And somebody recently extrapolated the numbers of Al-Qaeda that were killed in that raid, and therefore the number of lives that were saved. So that could be one reason. Only in light of eternity, however, will I have full understanding of why this had to happen. And there are 1 or 2 of us in this room who will be asking questions. But moving on to happier times, we try to squeeze as much joy out of each day as we can. And we have many fabulous blessings in our lives. I think it was Rick Warren who recently said that he didn't think life was a series of up and downs. It was like 2 railroad tracks. And one of the railroad tracks, everything's wonderful, and the other railroad track, things are not so good. But there are good things in life as well as unfortunate things. So I try to squeeze as many blessings out of each day. I have Allison and Caroline, 2 wonderful daughters. Would you like to stand up and take a bow? Yeah. I have 2 wonderful daughters, and I also have especially 3 of the most gorgeous grandchildren in the entire world.
True story.
I have Cora, who is Sarah and Mark's little girl, absolutely adorable. She had her princess party on Saturday, and Cinderella came, and she sat there looking at Cinderella with these great big brown eyes, just captivated by Cinderella's beauty. It was really fabulous to see. And yesterday, I found out she asked Jesus into her heart in Sunday school. She's 2 and will be 3 at the end of the month. So, very cool. It's a special treat. For those of you who have been in Bible Study Fellowship for a long time, you might remember Elizabeth Ogg. Liz Ogg was one of our discussion leaders, and she has a gift. And she came in her wheelchair. She's in her 90s, and with her nurse, and she asked the little girls if any of them would like to accept Jesus. And Cora's hand went straight up. Very cool. As well as one of the minister's twins, which I thought was really cool as well. So that was special. And Liz Ogg has a gift for leading these little children to Jesus. So, really interesting when you think of God's economy. I told you this was a sad part. Where a person, in her 90s, would lead a 2-year-old to Jesus. Very cool. Okay, so I have Cora, and I mustn't forget Kayla, who is 3, and baby Luke, who is 12 months. Lucas Mark Campbell, a great Scottish name.
Yes.
He's got bright red hair, so he really fits the bill. And Caroline's expecting another baby boy in a few weeks. If you'd like to stand up and show him. So we do have a lot of blessings. Alex was suggesting that before long we might have to take out a daycare license because we look after them at least 3 days a week. So our home is great. great. I mean, when they're all there, oh my goodness. Thank goodness for Kipper videos, Praise Baby videos, and Angelina Ballerina videos. So we have a wonderful time. The two little girls the other day were sitting in their high chairs, and Kayla, Caroline's little girl, is a real little smarty pants. She's just like her mommy. And to Anna. And she said to Cora, she said, "My daddy's at work, Cora. Where's your daddy?" And I thought, oh my goodness. And Cora replied, "My daddy's in heaven with Jesus." And Kayla said, "Good answer, Cora. Give me 5. And they sat in their high chairs, high-fiving. I have an eternal perspective, which I never really had before, as I look forward to heaven, which is much more inviting than it used to be. And I feel almost like a resident alien, almost like when I came some 40 years ago with a green alien registration card in my hand. Heaven is my true home, which Mark is experiencing right now, as he explores the delights of the universe with friends and family who had gone before, and some that he was there to welcome, including recently his cousin Theo. As I was writing this, the moon was shining on the ocean, and it reminded me of a verse in 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 9, which says, "No eye has seen, no ear has heard, no mind has conceived what God has prepared for those who love him." One Sunday in church fairly recently, we sang one of my very favorite hymns. It's called "Be Thou My Vision." It's one of those old hymns of the faith. And the last verse, they decided to sing a cappella, which really sums up our 2-year-long journey perfectly. "High King of Heaven, my victory won, may I reach heaven's joys, O bright heaven's sun. Heart of my own heart, whatever befall, still be my vision,